So we're 1 week away from UFC Fight Night, Lewis versus Teixeira, and not a lot of people seem to be caring or talking about it. I'm actually pretty excited for this main event. I'm rooting for Teixeira to win because, he's the young future of the heavyweight division, whereas Derek Lewis is 40. If Derek Lewis wins, it doesn't really do anything. Derek Lewis is never going to be champion at this point. So I want to see the heavyweight prospect of Talison Teixeira rise through the rankings, and I want to see how far he can go. We also have some other decent fights. Starting from the bottom, two women that I don't really know anything of, so I'm not going to care all that much. No offense to them. I'm sure they're very entertaining fighters. Probably not. Mitch Ramirez versus Mike Davis. I'll watch it, but I'll be honest, don't really know who those guys are either. Kennedy Nezuchukwu versus Walter Walker. I do know who those guys are. And I'm surprised that they're not higher up on the list because they're both on 2-fight win streaks. And that's actually important in the heavyweight division if you're on a 2-fight win streak. Kennedy Nezuchukwu, he beat Chris Barnett and Lucas Brzeski, which, whoop-de-fucking-do. Right, who cares? But he beat him. And Walter Walker got 2 back-to-back heel hooks against Don'Tale Mayes and Junior Tafa, who's also on this card, who's actually moving down to light heavyweight, which I think is a good idea. And he's going to be fighting George Takos, which is probably one of the worst light heavyweights in the division, if not the worst right now. But we'll see. I think Junior Tafa is kind of crap, but, well, they're both crap. Max Griffin, Chris Curtis, that's kind of exciting. Jake Matthews, Chidi Nijukani, kind of exciting. Lauren Murphy, Eduardo Mora, don't care. Vitor Petrino, Austin Lane, another heavyweight fight. I don't know who I'm going to pick for that one. I've been thinking about that one a little bit because Vitor Petrino, he's moving up to heavyweight. He used to fight at light heavyweight. And Austin Lane, he just got brutally knocked out by Mario Pinto. So, I don't know. But Vitor Petrino, he got knocked out by Dustin Jacoby, and then he got put in a guillotine by fucking Anthony Smith. So, I really don't know who to pick in that one. That's going to be a tough one to pick. Nate Landwehr, Morgan Charrier. Okay, I'll watch it. Calvin Kattar, Steven Garcia. I don't really care for Kattar anymore, man. It's hard for me to care about Calvin Kattar at this point. And then Stephen Thompson versus Gabriel Bonfim. That would be a really good fight if Stephen Thompson wasn't a senior citizen. Oh well. And then we got the main event with Derek Lewis and Talison Teixeira, which I'm excited. I just don't want to see another heavyweight prospect brutally knocked out with like a big overhand right, the same way that Lewis knocked out Volkov. Like, can you imagine if it's like in the last round and Talison's beating him and he's going to get the win, and then Derek Lewis just shits on my parade? It would be a good highlight reel, but it would be really bad for the division. Really, really bad. So, we'll see. 1 week away. Yeah, nobody's talking about it. I'm excited. There's some good fights in here. And then afterwards, we got Poirier Holloway 3, which that card is actually pretty shit for a pay-per-view. For a pay-per-view, that fight card's pretty shit. But we do have Costa and Kopylov, so I don't know. So yeah, just want to do a quick update video. I'll probably post my picks and predictions video in the coming days. I don't know when's like the best day to post that type of video. Like, do we post it a week before, or like a few days before, or like the night before it happens, or the same day? I think the night before it happens is probably like the best time to post that video, because usually people drop out of fights or there's going to be like a last minute injury. So I think I'm going to do it like the day before. So we'll do it next Friday. Yeah. Peace.